Hey, I'm Ethan.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Donnie.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caleb.
We're the Last Slice.
Last Slicers.
And if you haven't seen us, you should come see us. Hater is about haters. It's those people that like see that you're doing good and want to do anything in their power to make you feel shitty or like to bring you down because they're jealous of what's going on with you.
Why do I get so excited when the good goes to bad? Telling you how I feel will only make you feel sad.
There's a lot of like bad attitudes within music scenes and people, you know, if anybody feels a slight bit threatened, they want to start talking shit. And I just think that people, if we could just grow up and get past that everybody would have a lot more fun hanging out together and meshing scenes and meeting new people and all having a good time. Went up, we got to see the East Coast. We got to go all the way from New York all the way down to Florida and then back home. It was 37 days and it was glorious. I went to Chicago once. I've been there one time. And you paid $35 to get into the city on toll roads. We played the show at this place called The Exit. It's like an old punk rock bar or something. We show up there and we all pop out of the van and we're gonna unload our shit. And the key breaks off in the lock on the trailer. And it was like it was the nicest lock you could buy at Walmart.
Literally, I called every locksmith in Chicago. This one guy was like, I'll come get your lock off. He looks at it and he goes, oh, this is gonna be about $140 to get off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That means this lock has cost me $175 today. Just polish that day.
There's these Philly cheesesteak sandwiches in Philadelphia, obviously. And there's this big rival thing. I guess Man vs. Food's been there. It's a big deal. There's these two roads that X like this. And Pat's is right here. And Gino's is right here. And Pat's, where we were going to eat at, is the original Philly cheesesteak place. And Gino's moved in later. So we pull up, because in Philadelphia, there's not a goddamn place to park anywhere. It's just parallel park, just as far as you can see. We find a spot in front of Gino's. And it's like Guido. Dude, I hate Yankees, I hate Guido. And he's like, hey, you can move your van or you can eat here. And my brother comes back to the van and he's like, he said we have to move the van and eat here. And I'm thinking, we're never going to find a place to park. And we just drove around the block and past Gino's, and they were like mean mugging us. We drove by them 3 times before circling the block, waiting for our sandwiches.
We got up there and we were in line, and there was like 15 people in line, and like there's orders to orders on how to order, like directions, and it's like you have to tell them what you want with onions or without onions, or with or without cheese, and what kind of meat you want. And I was ordering for me and Jason.
Yeah.
And like, there was like 15 people in front of me, and then like all of a sudden I'm the next person in line. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get this figured out. I said the first one right. I like get it with onions, with cheese, provolone, cheesesteak. And then like I hesitated, and this big Italian guy was like, what the fuck's wrong? You gonna get the second one right? Like, you know, kind of mean money, and I was a little scared. But
It's like a
by the time I said the second order, he already had the first sandwich done. It was like
I had my
8 seconds.
Me and Caleb wrote 99 together, probably like 4, almost 5 years ago actually. Really kind of before The Last Slice was formed, we were kind of working on this song. And then we had taken this long break where we hadn't done anything, me and Caleb hadn't done anything together or really wrote anything. I was probably like 15, years old, 15 or 16. No, 16. About 16 years old. Because I met you when I was 15. The song is about the year 1999, where we all grew up, where we all did some dumb shit. We had a great time. So yeah. It's about bottle rockets and porno and Tonka trucks and squirt guns filled with Windex and
Good times.
stuff that we did. Drawing board. I wrote that a year, almost 2 years ago, and finally got recorded. So a lot of these songs that were on this record are actually a little bit older than what you think. It took a while to sort of piece the whole thing together because we all had to grow as a band. We've had a lot of lineup changes over the years, and you know, I had to finish my puberty and stuff. I still don't have any facial hair, but I'm working on that.
Claremore was the last song we actually wrote before the album came out.
Yes.
And
But-
it was about a year ago.
But it's about just, you know, finishing up your goals. Or like say playing that huge show, the CD release show, and then you just have to walk away from that with a great feeling, but you have to start over again. So it's just about always progressing, always moving forward, always keeping the ball rolling.
Chained to a vice is a good bad feeling. Yes, distractions they come. We grow old and we grow tired. We grow numb.
We were in Lincoln. We have some of the closest friends, some of our closest friends ever are in Lincoln. Some of the bands that we toured with a bunch of times. We go up there and record. We go up there and stay with all those guys. It's like our second home away from home. We've been to Lincoln probably in the teens, probably that many times. So it was epic because we were in Lincoln. I was turning 21. I've been touring with all those guys since I was 18, and it was just killer. If you come to our show, and if you come out, I guarantee you, if you get in the pit, and I'm not saying the mosh pit where he's like, oh, I'm gonna push you down and punch you. I'm talking, if you get in the pit of people and bounce around in there and have a good time, I guarantee you'll leave the show covered in sweat, with a huge smile on your face, and you'll be like, that was fucking great. Most people don't even know what ska is, or never been or experienced like a ska show, and the energy, like the positive energy that it puts off, it's like uplifting. You got all these people packed in a room, but you don't see a single fist fight breaking out. You don't see, you know what I mean? There's not even hardly any bad attitudes in the room. It's just something else. If you never experienced it, that's why I would say come out and check it out.